Hey, listen in. I told you so. I told everybody, okay? Everybody, every fucking prediction, almost every prediction I made is fucking true, okay? And if you can hear some bass in the background, I'm in college now. People are having fucking parties on a Wednesday night. So yeah, that's just kind of what's happening. So if you hear some nice ambient noise, you probably won't. But if you do, that is what's going on. So yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh right, I told you so. All right, let's just go look. Let's look at the Brawlhalla player count. Right. Okay. Now go to Multiversus. No, let's go back to Brawlhalla. Swap back to Multiversus. What? Would you look at that? Not only is Brawlhalla not fucking dead, it reached a brand new peak player count this month. Okay, it's literally exactly the same. Like it maybe they lost like 1,000 people, I think. Here, let me check again. Holy fuck. Yeah, so they lost like 1,000 people. 2,000 maybe, something like that. But looks like they're literally they're going back up now. Would you look at that? Wow. And Multiversus is actually kind of fucking just actively dying right now. And it happened before I was able to finish my goddamn fucking Shaggy guide too, which I poured way too much fucking time into to get just absolutely nothing in return on my time investment. So yeah, I should have made that my #1 priority for a week and just did nothing but Shaggy Guide and capitalized on the 150,000 players on Steam. But instead, I went to college. And so, I don't know, maybe that was a little more important anyway. And to be completely fair, Multiversus doesn't have a ranked mode yet. And that feeling of Stockholm Syndrome tied to your rank is like 90% of the reason why most people play Brawlhalla. So that's definitely part of the reason as to why Multiversus is currently sitting well under 10,000 players as a peak average. But this just really shows you what happens when you pour all of your funding in a big-ass PR stunt before you even make a barely functioning fucking game. You get a hot mess of aggravation, probably poor working conditions, and a lot of fucking people leaving. I mean, for Christ's sake, we've had like 20 million new characters come out, but I still can't get green ping in the vast majority of my games. I know there's different departments working on different things, but maybe you want to throw a couple more people on the making your game work department. But I don't know. That's just me. I mean, but to be fair, the hitboxes are better sometimes. But then Rick came out, and there's still that whole issue of people not loading into games in time and getting hit by the other player before they're even loaded in, which like isn't that just like an if statement? If loaded in, load the other guy into the actual game. If not loaded in, wait 100 milliseconds. I feel like it's just that simple, right? Is it not? Is it more complicated than an if statement? I don't know. Anyway, or just like while other person not in, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who am I to judge? And I'm not judging them. That's the biggest part of this video, is that I do not want to judge the developers. I want to fucking judge Warner Brothers. But before that, I want to still just keep fucking absolutely fucking milking the fact that I was right. I was so completely right. It's not even funny. Okay, my video that I sent out a couple like a month or two ago, or a couple weeks ago, I don't really remember, still holds just really well. But the point of this video is not to shit on the developers, because I really do not think any of this is their fault, okay? And anybody who is blaming them is a little bit of a silly, dumb fucking goose. I think we should all hate Warner Brothers. We should hate the megacorp Warner Brothers, because I guarantee that this game was released a few months too early because of shitty ass fucking Warner Brothers. They probably just blew up all of their possible budget on the initial Twitch deal and shit too. And since whoever the guy who's marketing this game is just completely fucking brain dead, they let this game's hype run out of steam way before this game was ready for a ranked mode or just a mode that plays anything at all. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that you need to get the kinks of netcode and competitive worked out before you do your big ass PR blast. Valorant had this shit down in closed beta. Meanwhile, people were forced to play goddamn norms while it was the most viewed game on Twitch, all while lagging their absolute asses off. What a great way to get people excited to play your game as their main game for a while, and not just something that you give up on, like a poor roadkill deer found on the side of the road, begging for someone to just fucking put it out of its goddamn misery. In absolutely no way, shape, or form should this shit be put on the devs. I can't see any possible way that anybody on the dev team thought it was a good idea to release when nothing worked. And poor Tony for being forced to be the PR guy. This guy gets to listen to everybody showing his baby for 24/7 for absolutely nothing in return. And why? Probably because this multi-billion-dollar mega corporation Warner Brothers won't allow for such a large sum, such as $40,000 a year salary, to hire someone to do professional Twitter all day. Instead, it's way easier to just have the guy that you're already paying salary just get a new job. You know, multiple hats. You got to wear multiple hats, baby. And you're not just going to say no, all right? Are you going to kill your baby and let someone else take over? Or just be a living punching bag for every single person to absolutely bully for no reason, just so you can, you know, be an underpaid game dev. The game's been in open beta for 2 months, and there's still no competitive play. They seem to be taking their time on this one for a decent rebound, it seems. But if that fails, then I can't see this game lasting for more than like 4 months, to be completely honest with you. Anyway, let's talk about Multiverse Sus versus Brawlhalla for a bit, because that's more interesting than talking about lol dead game. At least in my opinion, I don't know. So anyway, Multiverses doesn't piss me off, and Brawlhalla does. So I honestly like Multiverses quite a bit more right now. I can't say I dislike Brawlhalla or anything because it's objectively a better game at the moment, just that I'm really rooting for Multiverses to pull through. Brawlhalla at the end of the day is just not enjoyable for me to play as a solo game anymore, because it's all the same shit in high gold to low plat range. You have the fucking scum of the earth queuing up solely to ruin your night. You get Mordex mains, you got like, you know, just sig spammers, you got fucking people using Scythe, you got just people just, you know, just dodge baiting, and that's just all they do is dodge bait. And it's not like these are like super difficult like strategies to fight against. It's the fact that this guy can just use like such little brain power and force you to try as hard as possible to win. And it's that like effort differential that pisses me off. Okay, I don't get pissed off when when it's just a skill issue, you know, but I get pissed off when I get dared for the 30th time in a row. I know it's my fault, but I also know I am trying way harder than the fucking dog shitter who just dares and then uses this fucking combo that he memorized a million times to just win. So, yeah. But then, you know, every once in a while, or usually whenever you first queue up, it seems, you get an enjoyable matchup. And then the set game is suddenly, like, super fun. Right? I'm having a good time. But then I get another Mordex, and then I just do not have fun. And I don't know. If I could just ban one character and never have to play against him again, if I was able to just ban Mordex, like, I would legitimately, like, my enjoyment of this game would increase by a much larger than zero amount. And, yeah, I don't know. Just give me one ban. Give me one ban. Just like I can ban a map. Let me ban a character. Por favor. Pretty please with the cherry on top. Anyway, the game gets more fun after that low plat range, but it's this infinite feedback loop where I have to slog through hours of getting good again to have fun again. But the game is just not fun enough to keep playing to get to that point. We'll have to deal with these asshole Mordex mains who just suck every little bit of fun out of the game. On the other hand, it's way more fun to play 2v2s than multiverses can ever be ever. Now, Blue Mammoth just needs to get their fucking head out of their ass and, you know, wake up and just make a ranked, like a solo queue 2v2 queue system, right? Because then that would easily be their best idea since COVID years where they were pulling some baller-ass updates and getting a lot of players into the game. They had like 30,000 people at one point playing the game, but now we're back to like shit low because, I don't know, I guess Ubisoft just stopped throwing money at them or something. That's my guess. In multiverses, everything is just way more janky, and the meta is not optimized right now to promote anger issues, so when I die to some stupid bullshit, it's just kind of funny to me. Plus, I think there's way less overtuned, abusable shit that's never fixed in this game. Projectiles are kind of annoying, I guess, but Mordex and Gauntlets being the meta for the 20 millionth fucking season in a row is way more aggravating to me. Superman grab off the ledge is hilarious. Hilariously fucking busted, but it's so obviously broken that I'm aware it's just going to get fixed, and I don't know, I just like kind of bend over and take it, I guess. And also it helps I'm non-ranked, so yeah. Multiverses overall just seems to lack the depth that Brawlhalla has accumulated over the years. Show in the game all you want, but every mechanic feels solid unless like it's a bug more than a mechanic, and that's exactly what it feels like when I'm playing multiverses. I feel like there's no like guaranteed hitbox or hit frames or whatever you want to call it for every attack. Like if I hand a sideline, I just have to match the next button I want to do to have it land true. Meanwhile in Brawlhalla, if you time everything correctly, it works. And then also just nothing works after 100 damage. Combos just stop working after patches, and that just makes it feel more like a bug. Like Shaggy's down light down air shit, that's a good example. That was like the bread and butter of Shaggy, and now it doesn't work like ever. It works like 10% of the time now, and I don't know, everything's just generally floatier feeling. I can't really put my finger on it. Is that what this? I don't remember what this is. Oh my god. Maybe that's just what Smash is like, and I haven't played the game in so long that I just don't really know, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right as someone who played Brawlhalla for a very long period of time. And then finally you have the classic Warner Brothers. You can get like 3 skins for $60. They're a little bit too high. For what you get, it's a little pricey. You know, $20, like Riot does not have the balls to charge $20 for their skins. And the ones that they do, they definitely, like, you can tell, like, it's meant to be a premium skin. I don't know. Besides that, though, game's pretty fun, to be honest. I really do hope it succeeds, because then I definitely would pivot to that game for a while. Just because it doesn't give me anger issues. I don't know. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate you for pleasuring me. Sorry for the lack of updates. Living in a dorm fucking blows. And you have to just kind of like schedule times where you can do things when your roommate's out here, because you don't want to do a voiceover with your roommate just like listening to you, because that's really weird. But anyway, pleasure me more. Thank you very much. See you later.